Hello everyone, you're here with my channel Economics at a Glance. So guys, we are done with the chapters demand and supply and how market equilibrium can be attained through demand and supply. So here we will discuss some MCQs of that demand and supply chapter. For more updates, you can follow me in Facebook, Instagram and Telegram through those links. So let's get started guys. Okay, the first question is, the law of demand states that the quantity of a good demanded varies. Quantity demand will vary inversely with its price. Okay, fine. Next question is, the law of demand implies that demand curves, well, demand curve is downward sloping. We have already studied. Demand curve is downward sloping and supply curve is upward sloping. So here the answer will be slope downward. Okay. Next question is, a drop in price of compact disc shift the demand curve for pre-recorded tapes leftward. See, here the demand curve has been shifted leftward. Leftward means decrease. Yes or no? So what happens here? The drop in price. So price of compact disc has been decreased. Price of compact disc has been decreased means its demand will increase. When the demand of compact disc will increase, the demand of pre-recorded tapes decrease. That means they are substitutes. Yes, right. Because in case of substitute, one demand will increase means the demand of another good will decrease. That's why they are substitutes. Next question is, suppose people buy more of one good when the price of good 2 falls. See, very simple how to analyze this. Price of good 2 falls. Price decreases means demand will increase for good 2. Here demand for good 2 is increasing and already we have that demand of good 1 is also more. That means when demand of good 2 increases, demand of good 1 also increases. This only happen in the case of complements. Okay, just like bread and butter. Bread demand increase means butter demand also will increase. Getting? Okay, next. See, if both the demand and supply will increase, the equilibrium quantity will be, well, we have already studied the intersection point of demand and supply is equilibrium. So when the demand and supply both will increase, equilibrium quantity will also increase, but we cannot say that what is the effect on price because we don't have the exact value. So here the answer will be, it will increase but the effect on price is indeterminate. Okay, next question. See, if there is surplus of a good, then the quantity demanded dash the quantity supplied and the price will dash. See, when will be the surplus condition? I have already discussed in the last lecture. See, when the quantity demand is less than the quantity supply. Okay, demand is less but already supply is more. That means we are in surplus condition. So demand is lesser than supply. And in this condition, to make it equilibrium, what is the solution we have found? The price will decrease. Okay. So here the answer will be less than and fall. Okay. Next question. See. The demand for a good increases when the price of a substitute, what it will be, I have just discussed in the previous slide. See, the demand of a good will increase. That means the demand of substitute will decrease. Demand of substitute will decrease means price will increase because price and demand has inverse relation. So price of a substitute will increase. The demand for a good will increase when the price of substitute increase, but it will increase when the price of complement will decrease. Okay. So here the answer is first rises then falls. Take a good example, analyze. If it is not fitting to the example, you can comment me in the comment box. Okay. Next question is, the law of demand states that other things remain same the higher the price of the good. See, other things remain same, only price is changing and that is higher. That means price is increasing. So what here happens? Price increase means demand will decrease, but here as this is a condition of change in demand, it will be contraction in demand. Fine? Okay, next. See, Blank tapes and pre-recorded tapes are substitutes in production. Okay, fine. An increase in the price of a blank tape. Okay, when blank tape price has been increased, what will happen to the pre-recorded tapes? See, it will happen that a decrease in quantity supply of pre-recorded tapes. Why? See, why it is? Because here they are substitutes. So in case of blank tape, price has been increased. Price and supply is directly proportional. So price of blank tape increased means supply will also increase. Blank tape supply will increase means pre-recorded supply will decrease. Getting the answer? Okay, next one. The decrease in the quantity supplied is represented by leftward shift in the supply curve. This I have totally explained in the supply chapter. If still you have not seen that video, you can easily access through the playlist I have mentioned in the description box. Next question. See, the price effect is a combination of, well, we have already discussed that price effect is equals to substitution effect plus income effect. Okay, next question. Substitution effect is given by Hicks-Allen, Slutsky, both or none. Well, the answer is both. Why? Because both have some different perspective to find the substitution effect, which we have already covered. But both have given the same effect, that is substitution effect. See, next it is written. See, according to Hicks and Allen, in substitution effect, what is constant? Remember what I have told in my lecture? In Hicks and Allen case, he told that utility or satisfaction must be constant. But utility and satisfaction both are in options. So answer will be both A and C. So because Hicks and Allen told that in substitution effect, we will move taking utility or satisfaction constant. But in case of Slutsky, what he told that? He told that in substitution effect, we will move taking the purchasing power, that is real income, constant. This is all I have discussed in the lecture of price effect, substitution effect and income effect. Next question is change in quantity purchased of a commodity due to change in its price of related commodity. See, change in price of related commodity, what it will affect in the change of quantity purchased of a commodity is called as substitution effect, because here it is related commodity. Next question. In case of given good, when the price increases, the quantity demand will be increased because it is an exception of demand law. I have already told you given good is in the exception of demand law. Okay, next one, see what is here. In case of inferior good, when income increases, the consumption decreases. Why? Because as it is an inferior good, when your income is increased, why you will go for preferring that? You will go preferring higher superior good? Yes or no? So that is why it has decreased. Next question, see. Goods having no clothes substitutes. Okay. This I have mentioned in the chapter of difference between given good and inferior good. Check that. Goods having no clothes substitutes are actually given goods. And this is the reason why income effect is greater than substitution effect in case of given good. Next question, see. The demand curve for an inferior good is actually downward sloping because it is not in the exception of demand law. But the demand curve of a given good, it is upward sloping. Why? Because it is in the exception of demand law. Next question is the price effect for a given good is what it is. I have already discussed. It is negative. Why negative? I have thoroughly discussed in the chapter of difference between given good and inferior good. Go to that. You can easily understand. It's very easy. Okay. Next question is the price effect for an inferior good is positive. Okay. Why positive? Because in case of inferior good, what happens? The substitution effect is more than income effect. But in case of price effect, given good, what happens? The income effect is greater than the substitution effect. Why? How it operates, I have discussed thoroughly. Go to the lecture. Next is all the given goods are inferior goods, but all the inferior goods are not given goods. This is true because you can tell that given good is a subset of inferior good. Okay, so that's why we can say that all given goods are inferior goods, but all inferior goods are not given goods. Okay, next question. See, given good is a subset of inferior good, just I have told that. Next question. In case of given good, this also I have discussed just now. So what happens in case of given good? Income effect is greater than substitution effect. And in next question is about inferior good. So in case of inferior good, what happens? Income effect is less than substitution effect, or you can say substitution effect is higher than income effect. So this is all about the part 1 of the MCQs. Very soon I'll come with my next lecture, that is of mock test 2. Till then, stay with my channel and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.